Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Kristen, the Chris Pattern, and I am at my hometown JoAnn in Greensboro, North Carolina for the liquidation sale. Now, I did not drive down specifically for this, but it just happened to be in town, and I figured I would come by here. Those of you who don't know, the Chris Pattern brand really kicked into gear at this JoAnn Christmas of 2018. But for now, let me take you around. We're here now, but in a little bit, come back after the credits. I'm gonna take you in here, but first I'm gonna show you some other legacy brands, as it were, of North Carolina, or at least Greensboro, and where I thought I might be able to buy yarn when I move back here. Now, if you this is the last video in this series. You've been following this series, and yeah, I did talk a lot about how I was concerned about this market for yarn.
We might have everybody meet.
Do you want to be on camera?
I don't care.
Chris Cousin. Everyone meet Chris Cousin.
It's a family affair.
Yes, and so this one's a family affair. So of course we're gonna go in the store here, and yes, like and subscribe, and come on back after the credits to see everything. All right,
Stay tuned, y'all.
leaving Winston.
Oh, okay. How long does it take her to get over here? Like
45 minutes.
Oh.
So while we were waiting for Chris Cousin to ride to Greensboro, she and I decided to go over to this very store here. So why are we here? This is the Wrangler and Lee studio store, and since your Chris Pattern Bae loves the Lee Extreme Motion jeans so much, and just happened to be here in downtown Greensboro, I took her in. Now this is a kind of a new addition for me, and oh yeah, those jeans are dope, but as you're gonna see, some of these clothings across the store don't exactly fit us. Like this shirt, extra large, did not fit at all. And she felt like that didn't want to fit either. She said it was long in the arms. Now this hat, I'm about to make this hat. I ain't gonna buy it from this brand, but I'm gonna make this hat. And as I'm walking down the street, I'm just reflecting on, of course, that's the beloved community center and Faith Community Church, a legendary space for organizing here in Greensboro. And yes, our civil rights history is alive and well, and that's something I'm looking forward to being a part of. And I'm also looking forward to creating a new vision for the textiles and the textile legacy here in North Carolina. And this was a kind of a dream shot to have my little sweater I made and wear it on this point. A few years ago I took pictures right there, and yeah, now we're driving, and I might speed some of this up, but honestly, let's just talk a little bit. So this is the corner of McGee and Elm, and I used to run up and down that hill in this corner. Basically, we had gotten in the car and drove down the hill past the train station, and there's Natty Green's. Spent some time in Gray's Tavern with some of my journalism friends. Chandler's, which used to be the Green Bean, and now it's Chandler's again under some of the original ownership. And yeah, this is Elm Street, our main street, our downtown. Straight ahead is what's known as the Lincoln Financial, originally the Jefferson Pilot building. But I do want to highlight over there next to, well, she looked at that awful brick wall, which was not there before. This used to be an open parking lot, but clearly some hostile architecture coming up here. And really kind of the sad part is really coming up on the next block. If you see there next, that second building, if you cross the street there, was Gate City Yarns. And apparently there were some issues, and I was hoping to maybe pop in while, they have their yarn nights usually on Fridays. And, I've bought some decent yarn there, and I popped in there last time, as I've written, but just wasn't there this time. And that was unfortunate that it wasn't there this time. And as we cross this intersection, we'll just zoom in on it not being there. And I'm just gonna take a moment and really think about what I'd like to do. On the opposite corner is Scuppernong Books, which I was at the other night, and the shirt that I'm wearing in this video is from there, and they do a decent job of promoting and supporting causes I care about. But yeah, this one hurts, but yet, is there an opportunity? I think so. I really, really do. So let me speed us along Elm Street, and then soon we're going to turn down Friendly, and then we'll turn down Market. We'll veer into Market. You're gonna see some other iconic areas and places here in Greensboro for me. And yeah, if you didn't already know, we are a town, and yes, that is the Woolworth, the original Woolworth. And I might post somewhere, or if you have followed me on other accounts, you know what I got to do there and how I got to be featured there on this very platform. So let's speed it on up and let's take a little ride on over to JoAnn. In real time, this is about a 10-minute drive. Yeah. In fact, I could get away with not speeding this up, but you don't necessarily want to hear me. And another reason I'm talking over this is because we definitely had things to say. We had shady things to say. And I will insert some of that. Like right. Yeah, there's you get Guilford Green over there.
Oh, we did come up. Or did they move?
They moved. Yeah.
Say, I don't remember them right here.
So yeah, for those of y'all who have been worried about our impending move, yes, the Queer Center is right there in downtown, and it just moved there. And yeah, it's a resource. And the other shop was Elon Law School, which used to be the original downtown library. And yeah, libraries here are pretty dope, and we don't really have the issues with banned books and such. Not that that can't change, but one of the things I love and miss about Guilford County and Greensboro is that we are committed to this life of service and progressiveness, no matter what, no matter who's in office. And yeah, we have a lot of variety here. And I want to highlight, as we're coming up on not that ugly parking deck, they aren't good, but that church that you just saw, Grace Methodist Church, was a very supportive place for my dad in his latter years. That Starbucks used to be a Hardee's, Karma, because that Hardee's was part of Urban Renewal. All this that you're seeing here, especially a lot of these low slung buildings were teardowns of historic. Now that's a historic building, but that was like a slumlord building. Yep, you see ABC Liquors. It used to not say Liquors, but now it does. So we're evolving. This building is a student housing complex. It was a hotel. It is not in the greatest of shape. Yeah, I still got some shady, even as I'm re-recording this voiceover, but I do want to share you some of my shady. I love this new mural, the little monster mural, and then on the other side of that was a bed and breakfast that Les and I stayed at together. First Baptist Greensboro. I had just mentioned that in passing night before, and then the State Employees Credit Union that my parents took me to when I was little, and where I really established my accounts. Went to a different one to get situated there. Some cute revised apartments I think might possibly be a place we could move to when we make this move permanent. And one of the things I also wanted to highlight is that we have these big one-way kind of car sewers, but at this block, Friendly becomes two-way again, and Market Street becomes two-way again. So we're going to veer over because JoAnn Greensboro is actually on West Market Street. So yes, this is the backside of UNCG over here. And kind of like dorms and stuff. Boyd Street also used to be named after the A cop man. Josephine Boyd integrated Grapesley High School.
Oh.
Yeah, 1955. She went back to Dudley though, so some of her history had gotten hidden until people really started digging up, other histories. I dated somebody that went to that St. Andrew's Episcopal. It didn't last long.
I can imagine. You have a story for like every building.
And this is St. Pius X. This is the main Catholic school here.
Yeah, like most
church.
Yeah, like most St. Pius X's.
Yeah, St. Pius. Yeah. This is Sunset Hills. Sunset Hills is the neighborhood with the balls.
The balls.
Yeah, the big balls in the trees for Christmas.
Oh, I'm like,
you're like balls.
Balls. What balls? This is a ballsy neighborhood.
Like, if I was gonna live somewhere, like if I was gonna pick one of these bougie white neighborhoods, Sunset Hills would be the bougie white neighborhood I would pick. And I'm back here on voiceover because, of course, everything else I was talking about here, I don't want to necessarily be shady about, but mainly about like the fact that we have progressive congregations here, not bad congregations, and we were able to be part of a Black Lent that came together with some of the Black congregations here to kind of support these need for economic boycotts and stepping away from certain businesses that don't want to support us. Now, yes, you'll be like, well, if this is the economic boycott weekend, why were you at JoAnn? Once again, nostalgia. And number two, JoAnn is dying. And this is sad because it's one of the businesses, if we was going to keep a business, I think we should have kept this business. And yes, early before I came into voiceover mode again, UNCG, which was my graduate school where I got the MPA from. So for those of you who know that part of me and Black Urbanist was born on the UNCG's campus. And I really didn't have time to do a lot of art, but probably after like my first job out of grad school ended, I really got into sewing again. Coming up on this block, I guess these are apartments, and that was another thing that was kind of a shock. I was like, wow, Greensboro's really building up in areas that I never thought they would build up in. There's definitely a market. There will be a market, and I'm not just saying that because we are driving down West Market Street. On East Market Street is North Carolina A&T State University, and just shy of where we came back into Market Street from Friendly Avenue is Greensboro College. And then if you keep going further out Market Street, or actually if you keep going out Friendly Avenue, which we do on the way to the Michaels that we mentioned going to after the JoAnn's, there's Guilford College. So yeah, Greensboro's got a lot of universities. Greensboro's got a lot of medical centers, which you're looking at this corner. This corner is basically medical centers. And once we cross through the intersection, you will see Starmount Golf Course, probably one of the most newer and bougier, newer relative, like in the 50s after World War II. Golf courses and country clubs here in Greensboro. There is an older legacy Greensboro Country Club that we don't pass in this video, but definitely this is a kind of the core, kind of the heart of the modern city, and the folks who ran Greensboro purposefully wanted to center like the downtown of Greensboro. And what you are about to see once we get past this wooded area really is some of Greensboro's urban sprawl. And yeah, this is kind of where JoAnn decided to put itself. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it opened and I'll mention in my real life voiceover here. JoAnn opened in 1998. It replaced a Food Lion and Kmart combo. And the Food Lion part, my mom and others have told me that Food Lion actually replaced when Kmart was trying to sell food in its store the first time. Now, many of you who are millennials like me remember Super Kmart. And gosh, RIP Kmart across the board, yet another store that shouldn't have died. Likewise, our Sears campus here in Greensboro is legendary. But yeah, as you see, this golf course can get remodeled, but some of these stores that you're about to see have been through various phases. Yeah, so let's get back out. Here we are at the beginnings of the West Market Street strip mall. Now that red brick shopping center is kind of one of the newer of the strip malls. I think they built that also in the late 90s, early 2000s. I do remember it being around when I was in high school. I'm telling Les at this moment about this old Kroger over here that was a furniture store at one point. And yeah, whoever was in there last painted it. I think it was a church, which of course happens a lot down here in this part of the South. And kind of behind that Sheets was where I used to store my stuff before I moved to Kansas City, and it used to be a pet dairy where my paternal grandfather worked for a minute. So as she had said, I do have stories for everything. Like this, my obsession, or I guess my special interest, as one would say, for buildings and such started here, right here, up and down all these commercial corridors. Oh, and gosh, shout out to Biscuitville. They fed us real good as usual. I'm also highlighting some of these other restaurant buildings, an old hair salon that I've been to once and my mom had been to a few times. It didn't exactly work out for her. She no longer goes there. Please don't throw shade at them. It just wasn't a good fit for us. And yeah, this is this is the world I know. That shoe market I was telling Les in this moment it's kind of where I would have, if I were to buy my Hokas in Greensboro, I would buy them there. And then she cut off the camera, and I'm gonna pop back in as we enter JoAnn, Greensboro. Well, we're coming into the parking lot now to JoAnn, and we're not quite sure if this is Planet Fitness or if this is JoAnn. But if this is JoAnn, then yeah, we're really gonna miss this store. We're really gonna miss this store bad.
It is on and popping at the JoAnn. On and popping.
Yep. So as usual, like and subscribe, because you're gonna want to see what's going on in here. But yes, welcome to my hometown, JoAnn. The JoAnn, the origin story. Babe, you don't have to sound like that. Babe, Chris Pattern, babe, don't sound like that on camera. But yes, this is where it all started.
It's where it all started.
The JoAnn where it happened. No, that's not my mom, but she does come.
I thought it was her for a moment. I was like, hold on.
This is the JoAnn where it all started.
Like, here's Chrissy.
Here's a 7-Eleven, but that's kind of newish.
Look at this parking lot, y'all. This is Lauren already in the store, or is she in the car?
Future Kristen here. She was not in the store yet. We're parking, and that's where you join us at the very beginning of the video when I do film our opening credits and we see her.
And there you have it, people. You've gotten a little tour.
Well, I'm gonna do my best not to film any people that are working. This store opened in 1998. It replaced the Kmart, and so it's kind of sad that it's getting replaced, but
you're in for a treat. A temporary. All right, y'all. This cousin. There's Chris' cousin shopping.
And yes, we are here, and this is what's still left here. Those of you who are in the Triad area, this is what's left. And honestly, oh wow, there's actually more garment fabric here than most JoAnn's. I see why y'all are struggling with some of the other ones. So that I can be on that sizing.
Hurted me.
Yeah, cause yeah, I did. I'm gradually setting fruit trees over here.
Right. Ooh.
Yes. So far, this is the winning fabric bowl. For nostalgia purposes, I'm doing fabric here at JoAnn Greensboro. I am gonna take a look at the art section though.
All right.
Just believe I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
Sleeve over here with.
I know, right? You know, damn it, now they closed and I'm into them now.
But yep, this is the room where it happened. This is the wall. The crochet kit was on this back wall, I'm assuming. But actually, I think they've added even more yarn, really good garment and garment apparel yarn in here since I've been in here last. Actually, I haven't been in here since that fateful day in 2018. And yeah, this is going to be a huge loss for Greensboro, but we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. Just wanted to take a moment and honor the plastic canvas collection, which is where my crafting really started. No, I'm not a needle pointer, and yeah, thank you for having us, JoAnn. This is now we're ending this video at the Better of the Two Michaels here in Greensboro, here at New Garden Village. Just gonna end with some B-roll, but like and subscribe. Come back to the channel. I think we're done with comparing these two stores. This is supposed to be the season finale of all of this. I'm gonna be back to my usual making things on this channel. So thanks for liking, subscribing, and hanging out with us today. Say bye.
Bye.
So as I pan out, this is what Greensboro's gonna have left as their garment making, both yarn and fabric section. Yeah, sad. But at least it's neat. And here I'm at a Trash bash competition ran by Reconsider Goods in the city of Greensboro, sustainability, and that is one of the original cone mills. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.